Hey class, so now you have all this lovely data and you want to graph stuff. Specifically, we want a position time graph, a velocity time graph, and an acceleration graph. You know what? Acceleration doesn't do anything. That's boring. Let's cut that out. Position time, velocity time. So here's how you're going to do it. I'm going to go to Insert, Chart. Or I'm going to click the Insert Chart button. Either one brings me to this screen. Everything's grayed out because I've selected no data. So I'm going to click on this button here, Select Data Range. First, I must clear that and select my independent variable, the thing I want on the horizontal axis. That will always be time for us in physics. Add another range. Now I'm going to select the dependent variable, the thing on the vertical axis. In this case, that's position. Okay. Right, now I need to tell it what kind of graph I want. I want a scatter graph. All right, now I'm going to check to make sure this makes sense. 0 to 60 for position, 0 to 10 seconds. Perfect. Customization. The graph itself is now done, but now I need to, have it make sense. So I need a title. Position over time. Legend, since we only have one data set, it's not necessary. Next, horizontal axis. Well, let's see, that's going to be time measured in seconds. And left vertical, that's going to be position measured in meters. Sweet. And scrolling on down, trend line. Ooh, sounds fancy. This looks an awful lot like a polynomial to me, specifically like a parabola. It's a polynomial, second degree. And hey, looks pretty good. So for the label, you know what, for the label, I am in fact going to need a legend. I apologize. All right, so it says that the dots are our position over time, and the trend line is this equation, which is pretty cool. Not necessary, strictly speaking, but I like it anyway. And if you're a super nerd, you can click this Show R² value, which will tell you how good the fit is. The closer to 1, the better your data. Bam! Since it's 1, that means that this equation is perfect. Insert. There's my position over time. I can click there, and I can now, save it if I want to. All right, but let's just move it there. And now I'm going to do another one, but fast. See if you can keep up. And bam. Put those two next to each other. Scroll down so I can see them both at the same time. Looking pretty good. Now I can resize these if I want to, export them, do whatever I want. All right, you now know how to make a graph with a spreadsheet.